Why are first impressions lasting? The human mind works surprisingly fast when meeting someone new. Psychological research shows that people form their first judgment about someone in just 7 seconds. Can this judgment be changed later? Yes, but often that initial perception is so strong that even later behaviors are evaluated under its shadow. That's why the impression left at a first meeting not only affects that moment, but can shape long-term relationships. So how is it possible to create such a deep effect in such a short time? What signals are hidden behind appearance? Everyone knows appearance is important, but the real issue lies in the psychological messages behind chosen clothing. Even colors have subconscious effects. Blue suggests trust and calmness. Black gives a mysterious yet powerful stance. White is associated with purity and sincerity. Red is a symbol of energy and attraction. Just as much as the style of clothing, these color choices answer the question, "Who am I?" to the other person at a first meeting. Moreover, small details, such as a simple yet noticeable accessory, may remain in the other person's memory much longer. But after appearance, what do most people pay attention to, sometimes without even realizing? Is body language stronger than words? Scientific data shows that communication is 55% body language, 38% tone of voice, and only 7% the words used. This proves body language is a silent yet powerful form of communication. For example, eye contact is not just a show of attention, it also conveys trust. A sincere smile activates the brain's reward center, releasing happiness hormones in the other person. Open and natural hand gestures send a message of sincerity. An unconscious gesture at the first meeting can be remembered for a long time. So besides body language, what behaviors open the door to effective communication? Is speaking style only about words? At a first meeting, how words are spoken is just as important as the words themselves. A calm tone and balanced rhythm create a safe atmosphere. But it's necessary to go beyond ordinary conversations. For example, instead of talking about daily routines or the weather, asking unexpected but interesting questions can build a much stronger connection. A question like, "What has inspired you most in your life?" adds depth beyond small talk. That's where a first meeting may shift from ordinary to unforgettable. But are interesting questions alone enough to make the conversation memorable? How do common interests build a different bridge? The human mind naturally warms up to people who seem similar. At a first meeting, sharing a music taste, a travel experience, or having read the same book is a great advantage. The key, though, is to discover these commonalities naturally, not in a forced way. Listening carefully and catching clues from observations is crucial. Does authenticity really attract like a magnet? Most people try to show their best self at a first meeting, but exaggeration often creates an off-putting impression. Human nature easily spots fakeness. Interestingly, research shows people find small mistakes more sympathetic. This is called the pratfall effect. So rather than trying to be perfect, sincerity and authenticity create a more lasting attractiveness. A genuine laugh or heartfelt word can be much more impressive in the other person's mind than a flawless image. But is authenticity the only secret to emotional connection? What is the invisible power of empathy? Trying to understand the other person at the first meeting goes beyond spoken words. Empathy is not just listening, but feeling emotions. For instance, if the other person is tense, noticing and saying something comforting can make a huge difference. The human mind naturally connects when it feels understood. Empathy's power lies in making the other person feel valued. Where is the line between showing interest and being overbearing? At meetings, most people are either too shy or overly enthusiastic. The way to find balance is to match the other person's rhythm. This is only possible by observing carefully. So how do attention and balance transform into an unforgettable impression? What is the secret formula for an unforgettable first encounter? Actually, the secret to a memorable impression isn't just one thing, but appears when several elements combine. A well-groomed but not exaggerated appearance. Natural yet powerful body language. Deep but non-intrusive conversations. Effort to discover common ground. Empathy accompanied by respect. When these come together, the other person feels, "I've met someone special." And that thought is what makes the first meeting memorable. So here's the real question. Is first impression only important for that moment? Actually, no. The impression left at the first meeting is the foundation for everything that happens later. Just as a building is as strong as its foundation, relationships built on trust, sincerity, and curiosity at the first meeting become much stronger. The impression you leave at a first meeting is the invisible code that unlocks future doors. If you enjoyed my video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Share your thoughts and first impression experiences in the comments below. What are your first date tips? Let's chat.